Winter is coming.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way.
Hey, welcome to Half the Battle.
And welcome back to Winter is Coming, where all through December we're looking at cold weather themed toys.
Let's ease into things with a nice simple toy from the Rise of Cobra movie line.
Meet the Rockslide. This vehicle was released in 2009 with all original parts. And the first thing that comes to mind here is it sure looks sleek. Very, very sleek, in fact. I feel like Ricardo Montalban should be talking about this thing's rich Corinthian leather or something. The second thing that comes to mind is, how the hell do you ride this thing? My first instinct is like a snowmobile, but a windscreen gets in the way of that. My second thought was by lying down on it, but there isn't enough room. It's actually pretty clever. The driver's seat is hidden underneath the windscreen, giving the driver total protection. This little vehicle is very much the spiritual successor to a very old toy, the Polar Battle Bear, and it looks much, much better. Also, windscreen, something the Battle Bear, and more importantly, the Arctic Blast we've looked at before, severely lacked. As for play value, well, the thing rolls, so there's that. Also, the front skis move side to side, and they have working missile launchers, which is neat for the kids.
There is one thing that annoys the crap out of me though.
On top of the big missile launchers, there are two small missiles. The freaking things are molded on so they don't detach. They even look like they should be able to come off. It definitely distracts and it loses some play value there. Overall, it's a pretty neat toy and a good addition to any collection.
Now, normally this would be the part where we start talking about the character, starting with the file card. But as this is a vehicle, I'm just gonna talk about a few of the quirks I found.
For example, there's the name, a Rockslide. I mean, it's not a very cold weather type name, is it? Why not call it Avalanche? Or just call it Polar Battle Bear, like its spiritual granddaddy.
Instead, they did the exact opposite.
Yeah, there was a Target exclusive set featuring this thing and the Polar Battle Bear. Only they renamed the old toy to Rockslide. Making it worse is that the whole theme of the set was old and new, then and now. And then they go ahead and change the old name.
I assume this has to do with Hasbro's stellar record for retaining copyrights.
Oh, hi, General Tomahawk. And we're not done, since Rockslide isn't even the thing's full name. It's officially called the Rockslide ATAV, or All-Terrain Attack Vehicle. Really? All-terrain, huh?
It's got freaking skis!
That means it should be able to only cover one terrain, snow. And okay, yeah, maybe the desert, considering they repainted the thing as a desert vehicle, but that's still far from all terrain. I mean, can you imagine this thing on a concrete road or asphalt?
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Yeah, you'd put a hole in your own eardrums with a rusty screwdriver after about 5 seconds of that. Another quirk is the back of the box. It doesn't show the toy you're actually getting. I mean, yeah, well, it does, but the color scheme is all different. It's blue with gray and black camo, while the actual toy is gray with, other shades of gray for the camo.
And if you're expecting a 50 Shades of Grey joke, well, I'm not stooping to that level.
I'm guessing the toy on the box was a prototype and the production was rushed, so they didn't have time to correct it. That, or knowing Hasbro, they were too cheap to spring for new graphics. Either way, I prefer the color scheme of the finished product. And that was the Rockslide, a fun little toy.
Now, you may have noticed there's one thing I haven't talked about yet.
This vehicle came with a driver, Snow Job. Now, there's a very good reason why I haven't mentioned him.
Extreme laziness! Also, we're gonna be looking at Snow Job next week. So, see you next time, everybody!
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle